Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I've actually had to redo this video several times. Yesterday was just a freaking hot mess for me. Edison was in one of his states where he didn't want to nap at all, so I was like, I could do it with him. Oh my gosh, baby. Okay, baby. No, doing it with him did not work, but he's napping right now, so I figured I'd go ahead and try to get this done and show you guys some of the holiday bits and bobs of Rae Dunn that I was able to pick up throughout the season. There's definitely a few more things that I want to get or have coming into me, but I just wanted to get this done and want to get it up because I kind of want to stick to the schedule that I'm working on with right now. Before we get further into the video, I do want to shout out Hual real quick. So they're not sponsoring this video, but they actually sponsored a couple posts that I have over on Instagram right now. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, you should definitely go check it out. But they make absolutely beautiful map-based posters for your home. They actually sent us one as a housewarming gift, so it was really awesome just to have this beautiful piece in our house that means so much for us. And we're actually buying more posters to have in our new home because we love them that much. Literally been lusting after these posters for a long time now, so it's kind of like just a wonderful dream to get to work with a company that you actually really enjoy. I've actually enjoyed all the companies that I worked with, but this is one of the companies where I've been looking at their pieces for a long time and deciding if I want to do it or not, and the answer is definitely yes. Okay, moving on. My mind was so clear yesterday on what I wanted to do in the flow of this video, and then today my head's all over the place. We close on our house in 9 days, and the whole process for us has been only about 30 days. It's been a whirlwind. I feel like I have aged like 50 years. In the past couple days I feel like I look a lot older, but you know, it is what it is. Stress does that to you. So let's move on to happy things. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is backtrack a little bit. I don't have much Halloween or Thanksgiving things, so I will show you guys that stuff first. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is this little dish right here, the plastic dish. It's not plastic. I keep wanting to say melanin. It's not melanin. I'll put the word of what it's called down here, but it's this plastic dish right here, and this has been the best snacking dish ever. I picked this up at either TJMaxx or Marshall's, but they were both the same price of $19.99 for this dish. I love the purple interior. I love that it had like the little witch's feet right there, and it says Wicked Witch. I did use this for some of our Halloween candy, but we actually did the bags this year, and so it doesn't really hold that many bags. But like I've said, I've been kind of having this next to my side during the work day and put my popcorn and M&Ms in here, and I just eat my snacks all day long out of this bowl. That's it for the Halloween stuff that I had. I did want one of those black cups, but I was never actually able to get them because either our store doesn't get them or I don't go early enough to get them at our store. I'm not a confrontational type person, and so yeah, getting to the store early and trying to like get what I want when I know it's going to be like mellow, it's not going to work for me. Moving on to the Thanksgiving stuff. So I picked up this platter right here. This platter is a pumpkin pie recipe actually, which I thought was super cute. I've also been using it for my snacks, like my cookies and whatnot, because it's the holiday season and I like to eat snacks and I like to get fat during the season. Like, it's acceptable to me. I don't care. I don't actually really like pumpkin pie though. I prefer sweet potato pie. My family's from Georgia, so it's definitely all about sweet potato pie, but you just swap out the pumpkin for sweet potato. It's pretty much the exact same recipe. I got this one though because Target had this like cute little sign to put up in Target had this cute little sign to hang up in your kitchen, and it was a pumpkin pie recipe, and I saw it when I was in Arizona, and I'm like, I'm going to get that. And I didn't get it in Arizona because we didn't have that much luggage space, and I didn't want to take up, you know, too much space in our luggage with extra signage when I know I had to transport extra things for Edison. And then as soon as we got back to Washington, like, Target didn't have any, and so I was just like, I was super bummed. But then I saw this plate, and I didn't even know it was by Dunn at first. I guess you could tell by the style, but the first thing I saw was like, it looks exactly like the Target one. So I grabbed it, and I was super happy with it. I think this was $6. But yeah, it's a nice little plate. I wish it was made out of that plasticky material, because I feel, for me, Dunn pieces, I don't get pieces that I don't really plan on using. If I'm going to keep it out all year around to decorate with, I think that's fine. But if it's not going to be a piece that I'm going to like be using a lot, I don't really feel like it's good to have it. I know everyone has, you know, different viewpoints and how they want to collect things, and I think any way you go about it is fine. Just for me, it needs to be something that's really usable. And so I would have preferred this if they had like a plastic one, and I know they have plastic dishes. So I will be looking into getting some of those. Maybe if they have some holiday plastic ones, that'd be great. And then the other Thanksgiving thing I have, I will put clips from when I showed it earlier, and some also cutaways of it as well, because it's dirty, because I used it last night, but is the stuffings baking dish. I actually saw this several times. I don't think people in my area actually like it, which is good for me because I absolutely love it. I cook all the time, and so baking dishes are awesome for me. I threw away a lot of my casserole dishes because I'm like, they're old, I don't want them anymore. And then the night I threw away all my casserole dishes, I went to make baked mac and cheese and realized I didn't have any casserole dishes. So I had to run to the store, and the first casserole dish I pulled that was actually the stuffings one. I'm like, this is actually perfect. Like God was telling me, here you go. So it was really, really nice. I love these casserole dishes though. They're nice and sturdy dishes. The only thing I don't like about them is that they say you don't want to go over a 400 temp, and so they're not going to be good for like, you know, baking bread or anything like that. But I think for standard baking things, like if I make gingerbread or something like that, I think that's going to work out. I used it last night for my Gardein. I used one of the baking sheets for our baking pans for like our Gardein kind of turkey roast, and then I used the stuffings one actually for a vegan green bean casserole that I made, which was absolutely delicious. It all got eaten up. But yeah, that stuffings pan was awesome. I believe the stuffings one, it was either $14.99 or $20, but I can't really remember off the top. That's it for the Halloween and Thanksgiving stuff. I don't have much of that. Christmas is my big deal. If you have been around my channels before, you know that I absolutely love, love, love Christmas. Obviously, I haven't decorated yet because of this mess right here, moving into the new house. But I wanted to try to pick up the Christmas bits and bobs when I could. First thing I have is this piece cup, and I just have like cranberry decorations in here because I was taking some photos for Instagram. This cup was $6 at TJMaxx. All the other holiday cups were gone, but this one was still out there. It was next to like a dad cup or something like that, but these were like the last of the mugs that they had, and I grabbed it up because I like both the long letter and kind of the small kind of textile prints. I love both of those designs, but I don't have much long letter stuff from Dunn, and so I'm just like, yes, I want to get these mugs. Plus, me and Steven have come to the conclusion that these are literally some of the best mugs on the market. Just that whole hygge feeling you get when you have them, and I know Dunn said her inspiration was kind of like wabi-sabi and whatnot. Like, it's so imperfect that it fits in your hands absolutely perfectly. And so we've kind of just been getting, if we see mugs that we like the phrases on and we like the size of, we've kind of been grabbing them, especially in this area since it's not a big area and there's a lot of people like Dunn here. It's like a lot of demand, little supply. So yeah, I picked up this piece mug right away. It was $6 at TJMaxx, and my mom's getting me a joy one, so I have the whole set, which makes me really happy. Then I have this travel tumbler here. I absolutely love travel mugs because I like to drink my teas, and I'm always walking everywhere. I don't drive, so I walk everywhere, so it's nice to have like a nice mug with me. And again, these fit perfectly in your hand, so I absolutely love them. When we we were at HomeGoods, we saw one that had like a moped with a tree on it. I asked Steven if he wanted it and he said no, just because with my Hustle mug, I had actually dropped this lid on the ground and it shattered, and I was so sad, and Steven said he knew the exact same thing would happen to him. So he's like, he didn't kind of want to deal with that, which makes sense. That's also kind of the reason why I bought this one too, so I could have a lid that I can switch between the two of them. But yeah, this mug has the Christmas tree in the front, and on the back, kind of off print or kind of off kilter, it says home for the holidays, which I guess I technically will be home for holidays. I'll be in my home for the holidays, but this year we're going to Colorado, but not for Thanksgiving, and we're going to Seattle, but not for Christmas, so we won't be home during the holiday time, but at least we still get to spend time with family, and I feel like, you know, that's the most important bit. So last for the cups is this little sock cup that says comfort, which is kind of my word for this season. I like to be comfortable. That's why I have a bazillion candles. By the way, most of this back here is candles. Nothing else, just it's the, like, I would say a good 75% of what's packed up here is just candles. I like my comfort. I have a problem. I'm okay with that. But yeah, this cup says comfort. It has a nice deep kind of like ruby interior on it. This cup was $5, and although it's not kind of like dimpled like the other cup, this one holds pretty well in the hand too. I was actually surprised with how well this one held in the hand. They did, if you saw in my shop with me, they did have other kind of like gnome ones, and I was thinking about getting them, but this one just really drew to my spirit with the little sock right here. I'm just like, and I don't even like socks, but I guess it's a stocking, but it looks more like a sock. Either way, I'm not really a sock person, but this really drew to my spirit, and so I'm just like, I am getting this cup. I'll probably actually use this one more as a display cup and put like candy canes in it for the winter time, and then I'll use it as a good tea mug for the rest of the year because it seems like it's a really good tea mug. It reminds me of my, I was supposed to say Mickey Mouse. It reminds me of my M&M mug that I got from Vegas. Like, I like this mug a lot. On transitioning with the other comfort things I got. So I picked up this comfort canister. This one I got from HomeGoods. I think this, I still have the price tag. Okay, this one was $8 from HomeGoods. I had saw a Joy canister. It wasn't like the long letter canister though. It was kind of like the curly font, if you want to say that. And we picked it up, but Steven didn't like the lid because he can't turn it upside down. It didn't really stay on that well. And then just kind of shuffling around through the shelves, I saw this like stuffed behind like some pasta noodles at HomeGoods, and I'm just like, ooh, I like that. It actually has a nice little hearth on this little pop out thing on the canister, and it says comfort, and I told you guys I absolutely love comfort. Comfort's my word. And it also had the kind of like textile font that I really enjoy from Dunn as well, and so we decided to go with this one instead. I'm not really sure what I want to do with this canister just yet though. I got it because it was super cute. I have a lot of the canisters actually in my laundry room closet. I use them to store kind of my pods and whatnot, and detergent and water softeners for the laundry. This one I'm not exactly sure what to do yet, because I have a canister for my teas and coffees, but they're not big enough. If you have any ideas of what I should do with this, please let me know down below. That would be great. But yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out what to do with this one. Up next, I have this cheese plate right here. It says comfort as well, and then imagine on the knife. I absolutely love cheeses, and I feel like this cheese plate would be just really nice to have, especially for some of my soft vegan cheeses. It's not super big, but I feel like it definitely is a good size, especially if it's just like you and your husband or you and your boo. I feel like this is a really good size to have. I did see the big serve one with the cheese cutter. We saw that one probably back towards the end of August or September, and I didn't get it. And Steven and I were both kicking ourselves for it. You know, we were saying we didn't have space in our house because, you know, the current house we're in right now is not that big, and we really didn't want to be getting, you know, especially things that could break easily, that we wouldn't be using super regularly. But now that we're moving to a bigger house, we have bigger space. It's nice to have like a little comfort item like this that we would be using on a semi basis, that we can properly store away without having little Mr. Edison run and knock it all over the place. But yeah, this one was $10 at HomeGoods, and this was also hidden away. So that's it for the comfort stuff. However, you have like 3 more Christmas things that are here with me now. So these are the Christmas baubles, the bulbs that I picked up. I actually found these ones at TJMaxx. I wasn't looking for them. I was actually looking for a stocking hanger for Edison that says E on it. Me and Steven have ones that says S&M on it. So we wanted to get him one that said an E that was kind of in a similar style. And these came out at me instead. So I picked these up. It says Mr. and Mrs. on them. And we have a personal Christmas tree that's in our bedroom that's just for us. And so we figured it'd be nice to have a Mr. and Mr. one. And we just kind of want to make that tree more like eclectic and homey and us, and so I felt like these would be the perfect ornaments to put on that tree as well. These ornaments were, I cut the price tag off, but I believe they were $13 at TJMaxx. Oh, was it TJMaxx or Marshall's? It was Marshall's. It was $13. It was either $12 or $13 at Marshall's, not TJMaxx. And my dad, trying to keep things straight in my head, my dad actually picked up a baby's first Christmas for Edison that will be coming in the mail for us soon, and I'm really excited about that, and I'll show you guys that when it comes in. Then I have this fa la la little spoon holder here. I think it's absolutely cute. I know I've seen some people complain that they didn't like how the fa la la was so thin. I think that's because it's a lot of lettering that you're trying to get in a space, and so to make it look right, like if it was super thick, it would start to bleed together, right? It wouldn't look as nice, but I think people still preferred it if it was thicker. My only problem with it, and I've mentioned this before in my shop with me video, is I feel like if you're gonna say fa la la, you have to finish it. You can't just say fa la la. It has to be fa la 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 la. You know, you have to finish the song, because that's how I hear it in my head. But yeah, I picked up the spoon holder. It was like one of the few things that was left on the cart right after the store opened. Seriously, our HomeGoods opens at 11 on Sundays. That's when they bring out already done stuff. They might bring it out other days too, but I just know on Sundays. Opens at 11. People are waiting. They start waiting like around 8 o'clock. And literally within a minute, it's pretty much all cleared out. This was one of the few things that was left, and I like it. I needed a holiday one, a Christmas one. I guess I didn't need one. I would like a Christmas one, and so I'm really happy that I found this, and this was $8. Now, I did see a gobble one a couple of weeks ago at TJMaxx. I ended up putting it back because I'm just like, I don't know. I already picked up one at Ross, and it wasn't $8. It was like $3. And I didn't want to take the one from Ross back. You know, as cute as the gobble one was, I'm like, eh. But, you know, I got this one instead, and so I feel happy, and I feel like I haven't lost out. And the last thing I picked up, I'm actually really surprised I found it. I didn't think I would find anything like this, because this is stuff that's pretty much taken right away in my area, but it's the gingerbread bread pan. And so yeah, I was super excited that I found this. This one was actually at Marshall's, and like I said, a lot of the stores here, what they'll do is they'll take some of the items, they'll put most of the items in a cart up front so people can just grab them, but some of the items they'll like kind of hide in random places in the store. And like I said, I kind of threw away all my baking dishes because I'm like, I don't need these anymore, completely forgetting that I did need them. And so I went back to the store and I saw this one and I pulled it off, and again, I'm just like, you know, God's telling me, hey, get something that you actually like. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. But yeah, it was just there. I didn't see any other ones that looked like this, and this is on 2 occasions that happened. Just pulled out a baking dish, you know, because it looks like the other baking dishes on the side, you know, just pulled it out, and it's, you know, one of the long lettered ones, but this one happens to be red, well, red lettering and whatnot. So yeah, I was really happy about this find. Yeah, I think this one, oh, this one still has a label on it, because some of these I've washed, some of these I haven't washed yet, because I'm just like, I'm not going to be using them until I move into the new house. So this one was $13, and this one was at Marshall's. And yeah, I was super happy to get it. Oh, I am so surprised I was able to get this all done and Edison not wake up. By the way, if you guys heard like Harry the Bunny and the no skins and things like that in the background, I didn't want to turn off the TV because he's napping and I didn't want to wake him up because I kind of wanted to get this done if possible, and it looks like it was possible, so I'm really happy about that. My camera always cuts off when I'm finishing up. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this little mini Dunn holiday haul. That's a mouthful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I would absolutely love that. And definitely go follow me on Instagram too. I am trying to post more photos there regularly, but I am actually doing IG stories daily, and I like to post some Dunn goodies on my IG stories daily as well. And those have been doing really well. So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye.